Hello everybody, this is Tom MacLean, VP of Sales and Marketing for Travel Agency Tribes, another video edition. This time I'm going to talk about actually talking about yourself. So bios, how to properly promote not just your agency, but really the people, the consultants that are in the office. Travel is, as many of you know, it's a relationship business. So it's really what's going to set yourself apart from, a lot of the OTA sites that are out there where there's really no one, on the other side. You want to call attention to the people that are sitting in the seats, that have the knowledge, that have been in the FAM tours, that have taken lots of supplier training, that have different certifications, that have traveled to a lot of different destinations. It's really important to be able to show your expertise, because if you're looking at providing value to people that are potentially looking to travel with you, you really have to do those sorts of things. Okay, so one thing I always recommend is have a bio, have an agent page where it lists the different consultants that are in your office. Obviously, first name, last name, title. So if you're the manager, put that down. If you are a wedding destination wedding specialist or a honeymoon specialist, put that down. Adventure specialist, things like that. So if you have a certain niche, you want to be able to really, promote that and talk about that, because it's about matching the right consultant to the right consumer, the right potential prospect. So it's very important as well to have a bio page. Don't make it too long, but if you can do it, 2 paragraphs, that's sufficient. You want to talk about, your experience in the industry. If you've been around for a long time, obviously talk about that. If you've been, a travel consultant for 10 or 15 years, if you've traveled to a lot of different destinations, list some of the destinations that you've traveled to. If you've been to all 7 continents, talk about that. If you have done safaris to Africa, things like that. You really want to highlight some of those things, because people want to talk to someone that is an expert in a particular area or destination. And if you've shown that you've actually been there, that's going to add a lot of credibility to yourself. Okay, obviously, your name, your email address, phone number, all of that are all key components. You also want to have a call to action as well on the page. So ideally, you have a lead generation form. So any leads coming in to your website, if they're going to be going through your agent page or your bio pages, it's important to have that. So you want to ask, where they're interested in going to, and obviously, sort of a time frame of where they want to go, and some details about the trip. And the last thing you want in the form is for them to put their first name, obviously contact name, email address, and phone number for you to then follow up and get a hold of that particular customer. The other thing is blogs. So if yourself as a consultant or somebody in the office has been on a FAM tour, or you've hosted a group tour, very important, write about that experience, because the more expertise that you're showing, the better chances are that you're actually going to get potential customers that are interested in talking to you. So if you went on an African safari, write about that experience, right? I mean, think of this. If someone's going to your website and they happen to land on one of the bio pages and they see that you've actually led a group to Africa, to Kenya, or to Tanzania, and you've been there for a couple of weeks, and then you have a full blog that is also attached to your profile that a customer can read, that's really going to enhance your value proposition as a consultant to be able to potentially get that customer's business. So those are just some key things. Make sure you do that. Show who the consultants are in the office, and tell their story.